Hi there, Davey back with another Did You Know episode. This week we're going to be talking about saws, hand saws, and saw set tools. You may have seen some of these little pieces here. They look like interesting pliers. I've heard them called all kinds of things by people that don't know what they are, but they're actually for setting handsaw teeth and keeping your saw true and tuned up. In our day and age, not very many people are cutting wood with a handsaw, but years ago, that was their only means of cutting. And a good handsaw that's tuned up and sharp as a razor can go through your standard size 2x4 today in 4 or 5 draws if you really know what you're doing. As a kid, we grew up using these as hatchets and axes and all kinds of stuff and never really saw them perform for what they were used for. But we've got a lot of different styles of saw set tools here, and I have a 1800s Buell catalog that shows pictures of dozens of different saw sharpening tools. Very, very interesting magazine. A lot of info in there. These were used for crosscut saws, big crosscut saws. You probably can't see it, but I got one hanging up there on the ceiling. And these were used for, some of these were used for large circle saws for like sawmills. We have a used Stanley, I don't know what number that is, number 42 saw set. And here we have one that's still in a box. It doesn't look like it's hardly ever been used. But I'm going to show you how they set the saw. You want your teeth to be spread apart further than the thickness of the blade. That's called your kerf. So you would go along with this tool. You'd start at one end or the other. And you'd push every other tooth that way. So every other tooth gets pushed that way just a little bit. And then you come back around on this side and you push the opposite tooth this way towards me, and that gives you a kerf. And then this fancy little vise here that has a wide jaw. I'll take the saw out so you can see it a little better. That's a saw vise. You put your saw in there for working on it. Anyhow, you set your teeth, and then you come through with a file and tune this saw up, and they really work exceptionally well once you get them tried and true. So that's saw setting. If you've seen these tools and wondered what they are, this one here is really unique. Very old. This one's probably from the 1890s, 1880s. So lots of different tools here. I don't have any of the files, so I can't show you those. Normally they're a triangle style file for sharpening these saws. This one here was used as an axe and it's got some teeth missing. So if you ever run across these interesting looking pliers or funky pieces of metal like that, they're used for setting saws. Circle saws, crosscut saws, hand saws. This one here is used for a crosscut saw. That's Atkins. This would be from about 1920. So hope you enjoyed that little bit of info, and we'll see you again next week.